The organization that we're the umbrella of is the Culture Movement. That's Shani's organization, non-for-profit. We decided to form the campaign underneath that, so it's the No Disrespect campaign. You could actually we do everything under the Culture Movement, so you can find us on Instagram at The Culture Movement, but culture is spelled with a K. So The Culture, Kulture Movement. You can also find us at The Culture Movement on Facebook as well. The way kids see each other, they're constantly disrespecting each other, and they don't know how to act towards each other. And so we were talking about it in the perspective of how kids are moving, and they're moving in the wrong direction. So we need to somehow form a way to make a shift into the right direction and talk them out of, thinking it's okay to call each other a thought or call each other just names, unbearable names in public, or bully each other. And I was like, yeah, like they shouldn't have this much disrespect for each other or something like that. And he was like, that's it. I was like, what's it? And he was like, no disrespect. So that was born in the Hot 97 studios. And luckily for me, I know a lot of teachers, and I know also a lot of guidance counselors. So I was like, let me start on my end and see what, if I put the idea out there to my friends, what they would say. They're like, hey, me and my friend want to start talking to kids about this. We hadn't even made up like a plan. We were just like, we want to talk to these kids. We didn't make up like, right now we're more structured, but we didn't have any help. We didn't have an assistant. We didn't have anything. So the first school we did was in Brooklyn. It was in Flatbush. I forget the name at the time, but we did a little something. We spoke to kids in groups in different classrooms. So we saw how we were bouncing off of each other, talking to the kids. We were like, okay, this could work. We could do it like this, or, And then we started like our first real school, and we had like an assembly full auditorium, 100 kids, and we were like, oh, this has got to be. And we brought a DJ who he knows, my partner knows, DJ Q. And we were like, okay, so we're going to do DJ and 2 campaign leaders, two talent. And then I was like, yeah, we got to bring stuff for the kids. So I was like, okay, now you go and get Hot 97 paraphernalia. I'm going to get Radio 103.9 paraphernalia. So now it's a DJ, us, and radio station goodies. And I was like, oh, we can't do this all by ourselves. We need an assistant. So it was just adding once and like the ingredients. It was like us making soup. We were just like, okay, throw this in. This, it's going to taste better. This, okay. It's tasting good now.
It's getting there.
So the schools just started increasing, because once we did it in one school, one guidance counselor or teacher would tell another guidance counselor and teacher. So it really started to be like spread the word. So I didn't even have to go to my other teacher friends. Like it was just like a domino effect. It was like, hey, you have to get Shani and Roxie. You have to get Shani and Roxie. And we really love it. Yeah, we're tired when we get off the morning show. We both get off. I get off at 10 a.m. He gets off at like 12:30. So we usually make it to the schools around 12:30, 1 o'clock. We do an hour. We do a 90-minute presentation. So from like 1 to about 2:30 when school ends on their end. And we're in there talking to the kids. We've done everywhere from elementary to middle school to little babies. We have been collaborating with so many organizations and just been blessed. I think people just like our idea and our message, and that we're passionate about it. We're not doing it for the money. We're not doing it for money at all. We're doing it to talk to kids in our neighborhoods. So we started in Brooklyn because we both live in Brooklyn, and we know the lay of the land, but we want to be in the Bronx, and we want to be in Queens. And we've done a school where we will be doing August Martin in Queens. We have done a school in LES. So we're super blessed that all these schools are letting us in and talking to these kids, and we're connecting with the kids. It's not us just going and having a DJ and singing and dancing. Our setup is really, we go in there, and our motto is, in order to get respect, you have to give it. So we'll talk to them like we're like kind of like counselors, just cool counselors, And
doing what you've done your whole life, which is communicating.
So it's like we're taking the radio station and just putting it in the schools, and we're just talking, and we make it very cool, nothing tense or whatever. We don't force anybody for anything. We'll ask kids about situations. We're like, who has been bullied? We'll talk about current events. We'll talk about, hey, how do you feel about the Baltimore riots? How do you feel about the McDonald's brawl that happened on Flatbush? How do you feel about any situation we take from the news? We grab it, or any situation involving disrespect, we grab it, we put it out there, we get opinions, and then we get them to participate. we get them to come up and tell us how they're feeling, what's going on in their life. And the more and more schools we can get into, or even go back to, because we've gone back to schools 2-3 times now, is a blessing, because they need it. You know, they don't always want to talk to their teachers or guidance counselors, and they need somebody else that they think they can trust, and if that's us.
That's awesome.
So yeah.